who wants to get some of this info. So great for jumping on. Thank you so much, everyone. Love seeing your faces on here. And excited for you. So you know how many points you need to get Partner Plus, right? Who knows?
1,500.
1,500. Now for you, Janet, I think it's 1,000.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Janet's in the UK. Just for you other ladies who are wondering what we're talking about. Actually, no. I'm just going to have a look because
I know it's different in Australia, isn't it?
Yes, Australia and New Zealand. It is. It is 1,500. So that is essentially 3 premium orders. Now, do you guys all have the points chart for New Zealand?
Yes.
You've got it, Karina. Have you got it, Sharon?
Not. I haven't like screenshotted it or anything.
Okay, so what I might do then is I'll send it into that group so that you've got it. Because whatever orders you put through, you'll want to know how many points they are, because if you want your promotion, you've got 30 days to get your promotion. So Janet, yours is, you've got 30 days as well, but you've got 30 days within a calendar month. Whereas for us in New Zealand, we've got 30 days from the first order that you put in. Say if you decide that you're going to put an order in, so if you get a new customer, you pop that order in, then you've got 30 days from that date to get another 2 customers to get your promotion.
I've got to get 4, I think, Premier.
Yes.
That's what I need. Yeah, I need to get 4.
Yes, you've definitely got to get 4. I'm just checking while I've got you on the phone, I've got you on the call, just to make sure that I've got your points right.
Yeah,
you know where to go to find all your information, don't you, Janet?
Yeah. I was looking on it last night. I went over a bit of it with Maxine.
Yes. Oh, you did? Great. Okay. So the overview. Oh, no, we don't want the video because the videos don't play on here. Drive me insane. I'm going to download them all. We want that overview. So where are we? Okay. Business Partner Plus.
So does I achieve 825 promotional volume in 1 month? That's for Partner Plus.
825. Yeah, 825 in 1 month. Now, we got some really good groups for you, Janet. We Maxine and I had a call last night. Was it last night? Saturday night with Jackie Robinson, one of the ladies in the UK.
Yeah, I know her.
You do?
I've been on one of her calls.
She said that you were on one of their calls. So she's given us some really good info for you, some really good groups in the UK that you might want to become part of. It's good support, and also some trainings over there.
Right.
So do you know John Holloway?
Right.
John,
no, I don't.
Oh, he's an amazing man. He's a PMD plus in the UK. He's an incredible, very down-to-earth man. He loves his beer and his mates. He's like, when you look at him, you wouldn't think that he's a multi-millionaire. You know, he is. He's very grounded. And he has a team called Team Rhino. So she said,
oh yes, I know Team Rhino. I've joined them because she did say on the call, so I joined that team. Yeah,
great. And the Product Transformation Facebook group, that one as well. She said that it's a really good testimonial group for the UK, because the UK's got different products that we have. So it's
I saw that one. That one was all about weight loss. I saw a lot of people on there talking about like how they'd lost weight and they were doing the before and after pictures, which I'm not really into all that, you know. I think personal growth's good, but I don't like getting too the body, you know why, for personal reasons, I think, for me.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Well, that's your choice. She also talked about Emma Snedden. I don't know if you know her, but she's a really good one to follow. Snedden, Sneddon. And then there is Matthias.
Okay.
Mildiorn. He's apparently a really big leader. I'll give you his name. It's Mattias. That's Matthias. And his last name is Milden. EORN. She
Okay.
said he's a really good one to follow. He's a really big leader over there. They also have
Okay.
a JP Facebook page.
Yeah, I might be on that one.
JP
I'm on that many.
UK.
It's just trying to remember. JP
Okay.
Facebook.
JP
Is that the UK one?
UK.
Yeah, I think I might be on that one.
You are, okay. And she told you about the training on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m?
Well, yeah, I joined them. That's what I joined. Yeah, the 8 p.m. Tuesday night ones. That's what I've been on for the last couple of weeks. I've just found them. They're really good. Yeah, really good
Okay.
group. So yeah.
Good. So to get to Partner Plus, you need 825 in one calendar month. So that means that you've got
Yeah.
until the 30th. How many days in June? 30th?
Yeah, 30 days in June. Yeah, 30th.
For 4 premiums.
Right.
Otherwise, whatever you do will be wiped and start again next month. So you've
I know, I just found that out. I was a bit gutted the last 3 orders because I thought he only needed one more. I was like, okay, so I'm going to start and get 4. Okay.
But the really good thing is, though, Janet, is you can use teams. So you can bring on any new team, and whatever they do, you can also use towards your promotion.
Yes.
So,
yeah. That's good, yeah. And plus, I think reshipment as well, which I don't want to wait till that, but reshipment I think gets included as well, doesn't it?
Well, I asked Jackie about that, and she wasn't 100% sure, and she's going to get back to me.
Okay.
She's also going to get back to me on whether you can use team for your first promotion or not, because some countries you can't. So she was going to let me know of that too. So I can definitely let you know.
Can you let me know as well? Like if that works for New Zealand?
It does work for New Zealand, Sharon. So we're very different in New Zealand. You can bring on team, and that will help you get to Partner Plus.
Okay.
You can also, what's the other thing we were just talking about? Yes, you can also use reshipments.
So because I'm ordering it for myself, and that all happened, this is where I am a little bit confused because it started, I think, at the beginning of lockdown.
Yeah.
So I got whatever it was for that. So the next time that comes up to be shipped, is that going to count towards a sale? Oh, okay. So, and does that work with every customer? So if I get a one-time customer, so if I get like 3 one-time customers, that would count towards the premium, the Partner Plus. And then if they decide to go on with it permanently, does that mean every time it goes out for them, that's sort of counted in a calendar month?
Yeah. So are you talking about a one-time, a one-off payment, or are you talking about a 4 monthly installment payment that they're only going to do once? What do you mean by that?
Probably the 4 monthly installment.
Yep.
So that's just counted at the very first one, isn't it?
Yep.
But if they decided, you know what, I'm going to be a permanent customer, does that mean every 4 months it counts towards the calendar month on the month that it falls in?
Yes. So,
okay.
So what can happen is, although we don't do accumulation anymore for Partner Plus in New Zealand, I think that they do in the UK though, Janet. But
right. Okay.
of course, it doesn't really matter the same because, no, I think it's once you get to those high. Oh no, hang on, no, sorry, forget that. I'm thinking about the US. Sorry, I'm getting all my countries all mixed up. Any orders, so for New Zealand, any orders that you put in, Sharon, is going to give you those points.
Yeah.
And then every time there's a reshipment, it's going to give you those points in that month. Yes. That's how it works.
Yep. No, that's cool. Sorry, I was not explaining myself very well at all.
It's fine. It's all good. So when is your shipment due out for your order? Do you know? Is it next month?
That's a very good question. I think so. When did we start? March.
Yeah.
April, May, June.
When
so
did you
it'll
put
be
your...
next month.
Okay.
I put the order in March.
It was the end of March, wasn't it?
April, May, June. I think so.
Yeah.
Honestly, that whole lockdown thing kind of messed with my sense of time and
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, was that a week ago? Was that a month ago? I don't know.
a long time ago. It's definitely a long time ago.
It feels like it, yeah. And then, of course, knowing that we've only got 3 weeks left of term, it's like, oh my lord.
So I'm going to send you, I'm just going to send the graph image to your group so that you've got it, Sharon. This gives you the points. So it tells
Okay.
you how much each product is worth in PVC and PV points. So that when you get an order, you know exactly how many points you've got to get your promotion.
So the premium is the fruit one and the veggie one, yeah?
Fruit, veggie, and berry is premiums. The fruit and veggie capsules, if you have a look, has it come up in your group? You would see that?
Yep.
Yeah. So fruit and veggies is just the fruit
Right
and veggie.
below it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fruit, veggie, and berries.
And the 30 shakes is 150. It's just not on there. But basically, the price, the full upfront payment that you pay is the same as the points. So it makes it easy. So if you're wanting adult chews, you just have a look on the website or on your VO and you'll see how much the adult chews are. That's how many points you get for it.
Okay, so if it's 528 points, that's how much it costs, $528
Over the 4 months, yeah.
for the 4 months. Yep, no,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So broken down, it's only 132 a month.
Okay, no, that's cool.
So what that means is that's not too difficult to get your promo. So when you're thinking about getting your promotion, you can be strategic with it. So look at when you've got any reshipments coming out, and then work your orders around that. So same with you, Karina.
Yep.
If you've got your reshipment coming out or your customer's reshipment coming out, then just have a look at when it is and we can work that in, I'm sure. I'm just going to double check it because I'd hate to put you guys wrong. I'm going to put that in for tomorrow. And I'm going to ask Jess. Right. But I'm sure you can use reshipments, but I just want to double check it. What was I going to ask for you, Jenna? What did I ask her? I'm just going to double check.
About the reshipments, whether the reshipments could be classed as a new order.
Yeah, I'm going to double check with Jackie because she hasn't got back to me yet. There was one other thing too that I was going to check for you. Can you remember what that was? No.
Gosh.
Sorry, it'll come back to me.
No, yeah, I'll think as well.
It'll come back to me. Actually, Maxine's coming in. She might remember.
Right.
Okay, so how are you guys going with getting there? Hey, Max. You're clear around what you need to do? You just need help with the how?
Yeah. Yeah.
How? Okay. All right, so what have you all done so far in terms of attracting customers? Hey, Max.
Well, I've been doing the challenges, each day. So I've been contacting people.
Yep.
Doing different things like that. I've got conversations going. A lot of them are I'm not finding a good place to, throw the bat.
You're not in a good place to swing the bat, is that what you said?
Swing the bat, yeah. I'm just finding that it just doesn't seem like there's an opening comes, and I feel like if I push it, it's just going to come out. It just wouldn't have sounded. So I've kind of left those conversations. I thought I might go back and say, oh, by the way, so I was talking to Maxine about this last night, just saying sort of, hi, I was thinking, do you know what I do, and I just thought this might be of interest to you, and then sort of doing it that way, and seeing what happens.
Yeah, always
I think that might be all right.
It's perfect, Janet. Always come from how are you going to help them? How is this going to serve them? So think about that person.
Yeah.
I thought of you because You know, they might have no energy, they might be really unwell, they might have tried everything and nothing else has worked for them. So definitely come from that place where you're really wanting to help them, and this could be something. It might not be, it might not do anything for them, but you couldn't help but think that this may be something that could help you. I really want to help you. So come from that compassionate place, and that is always really well received. Always. I've never had anyone say, "You bitch, what the hell are you doing?" You know, they all say, "Thank you so much for thinking of me." You know, it might not be the right time, or it might not be something they're interested in, but they've thanked me for thinking of them anyway.
Yeah.
What about posting? How are you going with posting? Have you guys shared the story on your page, your journey?
I've shared it on my group.
Sorry, what was that, Karina?
Is that the challenge for today?
Well, I guess, yes, we did have that challenge today, didn't we? But just in general, have you been sharing how you're feeling on your page, on the program?
A little bit, not probably as specific as I could, I guess. You know, like tailor it a bit more around Juice Plus, rather than just, mine seems to be a bit more just random, you know, and a bit,
Okay, so what do you think's going on there for you then, Karina, with not sharing so much?
I don't know, I think I just share things, and then later I think, oh, I could have tied this in, or I could have done that, because I like when I'm sharing it. And then I sort of think about it, how I could have done it better. I could have actually,
Okay. So it's just that you're trying to get something else out and not really thinking about it?
Yeah. And I think I need to think about it a bit more, rather than think, oh, I've got to do my post today, or I've got to do this, and try and just rush it. I think I need to just take my time and think about it a bit more.
So how do you
think the whole picture?
Okay, so do you think that comes down to planning? Or, you know, like having
I think so, yeah.
time to do it and feeling, oh, I'm rushed and I've got to get something out?
Yeah. I think I need to plan it a bit better, Plan out my posts for the week in advance, rather than think, well, I'm home from work and I've got to try and get it done, sort of thing,
I'm just wondering that, Karina, if that might be helpful, even if you're just doing one a day, that you're like, you know, Monday you're going to talk about how this has really helped you, how you know, how it's given you really good energy, or the program. How has the program given you really good energy? And, you know, because I think when we talk about, so that, I mean, how did you get on with that challenge today? Was that a challenge for you?
It was, and I haven't done that post yet. I've done the working out on my paper, but I haven't done the post yet.
Yeah. Because I know you're challenged with finding lots of, you know, finding the right words, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've told me that before. Okay, do you have the same thing, Sharon, do you?
A little bit. I think it's because I know maybe this is the overthinking side of things, or reading too much into it. I know that we're trying to make a post not be pushing sales, but knowing that we're trying to get sales, if that makes sense. So it's that mind fucks basically of how can I do this without it being buy lots of stuff from me. You know what I mean?
Okay, you are totally overthinking it, Sharon. Totally. And I'm just going to be honest with you here. I'm just going to share something with you. So I don't know if you guys have seen my post today. Have you seen my post today?
I've just commented on it,
Oh, yes, brilliant. You've seen it, Janet.
Maybe I have, I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I'm just going to find it and show you how much engagement I have on it from people that are not even JP people. Because and it's a vulnerability post. It's about how I was feeling, and this is the business, so it's not necessarily the program. Close that. Okay, see this?
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Yep.
Yes.
Look at all the engagement. 38 people and 13 comments. And that was a business post. And here I am talking about my business. I said yes. So, see, I honestly never thought I'd be able to eat that before. I said yes to this business, and I'm so glad I did, because now. But anyway, basically, I've talked all about my business and how it was because of my business that I did this. And if I had gone into my head and I had thought about all the reasons why I shouldn't, because it's selling to people and people are going to think that I'm selling to them, then I probably wouldn't have posted it. But the fact is, I just wanted to share because it was my story, and it's a bit of truth from what's happened and the growth that I've had since I started this business. But how many people who have loved on that, who aren't even in the business, in the team at all, is probably about half of them. In fact, more than that, probably about 2/3 of them. So if you're coming from that place where you're feeling like, oh, I can't do this because it's going to look like I'm selling something, then that's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract people who think that you're selling. But when you're coming from a place where you're not overthinking it and you're just feeling it, and you're going, okay, well, I'm just going to feel this. So for example, Karina, I know that you do challenge a little bit with putting things into words. But if you just woke up one morning and you thought, oh, I feel really good today, I feel like I could run a marathon, pop that on a post. I feel great today. I woke up feeling like I could run a marathon today. Simple. It's how you're feeling. You haven't overthought it. And, it's creating curiosity. People going, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to feel that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just something really simple where you're not overthinking, I've got to say the right thing and do the right thing, and I've got to make it look like it's not selling. You don't have to. Just stay out of your head, because that's when you do start thinking too much.
Yeah.
And I think our brain is really useful when we're planning stuff, but it's not useful when we're sharing vulnerable posts, because our head ruins vulnerable posts every time, because it's not about our heart. It's not about our vulnerability, So is that helpful, Sharon?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So and just really, it doesn't matter. And one of the things that Kat talked about today about the vulnerable post is she talked about how our mess is what people love to see. So it doesn't matter if you're a mess and you're writing things that don't make sense. People love that.
Yeah, the messier the better, right?
They see you as a real person. They can relate to you and go, oh shit, I know exactly how she feels. I've been through that. And it's amazing how many people will respond to that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea of this business, is to really put yourself out there and to really be attracting your tribe. Because when your tribe sees something of you, they're like, oh, I love this woman. I'm going to follow her. I want to see everything she does. I want to know everything about her. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there and be who you are. Share who you are. And the more that you share about your own personal journey, so how you're feeling, the more relatable you're going to be, and the more you're going to attract the people who need it.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually had a comment, Tanya.
Go for it.
I also think it's part of our money story, and I think it's pay for me to be paid for what I do, I mean, we sort of are selling our program and our products. But when I was a Bowen therapist, I wasn't ashamed that I was getting paid to do that work for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have I disappeared?
No, you're here. No, I totally agree. And that's the thing. When the thing is, when we're posting, we've got to think of it as our marketing, because when we have our own business, if it was something else like a traditional business, like Maxine talked about with her Bowen therapy, you wouldn't think twice about putting up an ad for your product or your service. But because it's network marketing and our marketing is all on social media, we feel bad about it because we think people are going to think worse of us because we're just selling to them.
Yep.
What's the difference? It's the same thing. Really, it's exactly
Yeah.
the same thing, and we all need to make money. So good point. Thanks, Max.
Yeah, and actually,
Yeah.
my that's what my sister-in-law said to me one time when I first started. She said, "Well, everyone has to make money somehow, and we're doing it by helping people. There are far worse ways that you could make money."
That's true.
Yep.
So
True.
I
Yes.
think there is quite a big story going through this about how we're somehow a little bit ashamed of what we do or what we've got to offer, or that we should get paid. God forbid that we should get paid for it. But I think we should be proud of what we're doing and what we're offering, and getting paid for that.
Mm.
You know, we're helping people. When I was doing Bowen, I was, you know, proud of what I did then. You know, Janet, you're a life coach. You wouldn't feel, you know, hopefully wouldn't feel like you shouldn't ask for money if you were giving people coaching sessions or whatever. You're helping them.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't feel bad
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
asking for money for giving people readings. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing. Yeah, good
I
point.
think it's just the price point. You know, it's all right charging. I think it's the price point I always get. That's what people are seem to be attracting anyway. Those people like, oh, it's a bit too expensive, you know, and then they're sort of, and then I lose them. I don't know how to pull them, kind of get them to see the positives, because I think maybe
Yeah.
I get into that as well. Or maybe it is a
I've
bit
had
too
that a couple of
expensive.
times too.
Yeah, I think, and this is a really good point, Janet, is often when we have people who are always talking about the money and how it's expensive, is there that you have your own story around that too. So there's a real reflection.
Yeah,
What's going
that's
on
it.
for
Yeah.
you? You know,
Yeah.
what are you thinking about it? You know, and if you think it's
Mhm.
expensive, then people are going to think it's expensive. So if you know that it's really good value for money, I mean, for me, I was so sick and my daughter was really unwell, and I got both of us better for $132 a month. I mean, that was cheap. That's really
Mm.
cheap.
Yeah.
I think my
Mhm.
thing is I was
Yeah.
spending money on stuff anyway that wasn't working.
Yeah.
So now I'm just spending money on something that is working.
Yeah.
So it's
I had the same thing too, Karina. I was spending way more, like hundreds more, on
and the doctor's
supplements and-
visits and everything else that
Yeah.
I don't do as much now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It's keeping that in the forefront of your mind, isn't it? When the money comes up, it's like keeping those thoughts like,
Yeah.
no, this is helping people. This is changing lives, rather than
Yeah.
going, oh, yeah, it is expensive, and then losing your train of thinking. I think you need to
It
turn it
works
around
though,
somehow.
so yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's
Absolutely.
really important to watch events and jump on events and things, because you can really see the benefit in people's stories, what it's
Yes.
really done for them, how life-changing it is. It is life-changing. For a lot of people, it was life-changing for me. It was life-changing for my daughter. You know, a lot of my customers, it's life-changing. They will never stop taking it because it's helped them so much.
Yeah.
So when you are in that, when you believe that because you've seen it in yourself or you see it in your customers, then you won't even attract those people who think it's too expensive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if they do, they don't really want it anyway. They're not ready for it because their priority is not their health, it's their wallet.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
You know, and
I
if
seem to have a lot of
case,
people like that in my circle. They just
and
change
if
my
that's
circle
the
of
case,
people.
Janet, we can also help them with that, right?
Right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
the business side, yes.
That's right. So did you know, I'm really, it's, you know, I'm really sorry to hear that money is really difficult for you. We really want to be able to offer it to as many people as possible. We don't really want you missing out just because of money. You know,
Yeah.
if I told you there was a way to get it cheaper, would you be interested in that? Is that something that you'd like to do?
Right. Yeah.
You know, I mean, and then you'll know if they say no to that, then it's not about the product. It's about their
Yeah.
money story.
Right.
You know, and if you've offered other solutions, well, you know, what is a priority for you? Is
Yeah.
well your priority? Is there something that you can change? It's only the price for coffee. Can you take that takeaway coffee every day away? You know, so offer
Yes.
solutions around that. And then also the organic food thing. I mean, for anyone who's juicing or doing smoothies and can't afford organic fruit and veggies because it's too expensive, this is way cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually not about It's usually actually not about the money. It's a whole other story. They're not really interested. It's just an excuse.
Yeah. I think people get stuck though in their patterns of living, don't they? They have this 9 and they can't see beyond their job. It's like, oh, I've got to keep doing this. I can't fit in more time. I've got so much other things, and it's almost like they don't want to change. They want to stay in, and it's really challenging sometimes to get them to think there is another way to live, even though you've been living like that for so long. There is another way to live.
Yeah.
Because things are changing with the internet. I mean, this wasn't around really about 10 years ago, so it wasn't that popular. Now it is, and I think with COVID it's even more, everything's going online even more faster. Businesses now have switched, so
true,
it's the ideal time really.
So anything else I can help you ladies with?
I think for me it's more like the posting, like how to get, like when you're saying 3, is it more, how often do you drop a sort of Juice Plus? Should I put one in every day, on the main feed, or is it alternate? What's the best way to go about that? Because I'm wondering if I'm doing enough, or maybe it's too sporadic. Like I don't know how to keep it going at a pace that gets interest, I guess.
How many are you doing now?
I do one every few days, I think, like of a Juice Plus one, but I'm doing the posts regularly. It's just to drop in like about the capsule.
On your personal page or your business page?
On my personal page, yeah. I'm starting to do one every few days, yeah.
Right. Well, I probably do one every couple of days.
So that's all right then.
And I sort of alternate them. I'll do like one about the program in my story, or I'll share something about our program coming up, or I'll talk about Juice Plus, either the omegas or the shakes or the capsules, or I'll do a business post. Anything like that. I will sort of do that at least every second day. So I'm posting something regularly, and then I'm just doing add values the rest of the time.
Is there like a best time of the day to kind of do it?
Yeah, well, they say that peak times are between 8 and 9 in the morning, and then usually about lunchtime, usually about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then usually between 5 and 6 at night, because that's usually before they go to work, when they're having their lunch, and then when they get home from work.
Yeah,
I'd personally say the cutoff in the morning is about 8:30. I find if I post any later than that, I don't get much traction, because you're thinking about people are going out to work. Most people are going to be getting off their phones by 8:30. So,
but personally,
that's all.
Yeah, personally, I actually have no particular time that I post. I post any time. I post when I better put a post up. So it can be any time of the day that I post, and I still get engagement. But it's because I get engagement because I've been in the business for nearly 3 years. I've been posting every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. But also because I do a lot of engagement posts. So I will do a lot of posts at least twice a week where I will want interaction. I will ask for interaction. So I'll ask a question to get lots of interaction. And then after I've done that interaction post, this is a goodie, you want to put a program post up or a business post. So you've got lots of interaction from those people. You are replying to all these their comments, and often you're also going to love and comment on their posts, or you're going to talk to them on Messenger. And so they're seeing everything you do. So the next post is a really good one to be a Juice Plus post, or your story around how the program's helped you, or a business post.
Yeah, so one question. I did an interaction post yesterday, and I've got lots of replies, and I'm just not sure if I go to Messenger what I need to actually say, like how to approach it.
Well, you don't have to go to Messenger with it. I generally only take it to Messenger if I feel that it's appropriate. If I feel I want to talk to them more about something else, or I haven't spoken to them for ages, and their comment pops up and I think, I haven't spoken to her for ages, and so I'll go take it to
Okay.
message and say, lovely to see your face on my post. Haven't seen you for ages. How's life? You know, just that.
Yeah.
Or but what I will do is I'll often go to their page and I'll love and comment on their post.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Or we might end
Okay.
up in a conversation on the post and they're like, you know what, I'll just go to Messenger and we'll have a chat on there. So
Yeah.
take it,
Okay.
just make it organic, really. If you feel like
Yeah.
you want to follow that
Mhm.
person up and have a better conversation, then you go for it in Messenger. I mean,
Okay.
and they might even
Yeah.
ask you questions on the post and you can take it to Messenger that way.
Okay.
But I mean, this would be a perfect time, like tonight would be a perfect time to put a product post up. Definitely. Like, share your story.
Mm.
I'll do that tonight then, if the because I haven't read the challenge yet, so it's obviously personal stories. So I'll post that
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
I think.
It is.
It is.
And the video to watch is good too. I just watched
Alright.
it before this.
All right, great.
Okay. Sharon. Sorry, I had to mute you because there was lots of noise coming from. Is so anything else that you? Yeah, a little bit of feedback. I don't know what that's about. I can hear myself talking again. It's a little weird.
Technology, yay!
Yeah, the beauty of it. So, any other questions, ladies?
The only other thing would be, I think Maxine was saying yesterday there was a video or somebody who helps you, you know, say if somebody says, I can't afford that, where you can actually go back and forth and say, well, what about this? And sort of using ways to go, this is cheap, you know, how to basically sell it in a cheaper way kind of thing, getting used to the...
Oh, Maxine, do you know about that?
That was what Kat talks about, which is not on, I don't think it's in a training, but
Right.
it's just that she recommends that you just say to people, how much do you think you could put aside every week for your health, and then you can, and we say whatever the number is, then you can talk to them about what they could get for that amount of money, and it's, you know, it'll probably be something like, you know, the fruit and veg or the premiums, and then you can talk to them about the free children's subscription. So that's, I think that's quite a good way to.
Yeah,
It's what Kat recommends.
yeah. She always asks them how much they've got to spend. So if they say, "Oh, it's a little bit expensive, I can't really afford it," then she'll always ask them, "Well, how much can you afford? What's doable for you?" So that they can come back with an amount, and then you can. I've used it before and it hasn't really worked well for me, but you just need to go with what works well for you. And every
Okay.
person is different. You'll gauge each person.
Right, no worries.
Yeah. But I know it works for Kat.
Actually, the biggest, sorry, I was talking to Janet already about this. The biggest thing is our own money mindset. Do you know any trainings on money mindset that you can put your finger on? I know Kira does them.
Yeah, I've got a good one that Kira does. A really good one.
Can you send that to Janet?
In fact, there's a really good one that Kira does, which I love, and it's about the difference between an entrepreneur and an employee mindset. It's a really good
That
one.
would be good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Do you want to
Yeah,
do,
I
Karina?
like that one too. Yeah.
You as well, Sharon? Okay.
Put it in the Soul Tribe chat, maybe.
Soul Tribe chat, yes. Okay, I'll do that. I think I've sent it to some of the team in the past, but I will pop it in the chat for all of you.
Right. Okay.
So
Great.
do you feel more confident now going out to get your promos, ladies?
Yes, I do. Thanks.
Yeah? You know, you
Yeah.
can also do like an antioxidant challenge or a 30-day shake trial, but what I think would be really helpful for you all right now is just to get confident in sharing your own story. I think that is the power.
Yeah.
When I first started, that's how I got my first 2 promotions, was just sharing my journey authentically. And people,
Right.
so many people could relate to the fact that I was really tired. You know, having nana naps every day was apparently not normal. And so many mums were like, oh my God, that's me. I'm so sick of being tired all the time. Yeah. So don't ever underestimate how you feel is not enough. Oh, no one's going to be interested in that. No, that's not going to matter to anyone. I wasn't sick enough. What you have is really powerful for your tribe, for people who need what you have. So don't be afraid to share it, because remember, it's your business and you want to earn money, but you're also helping those people. So if you don't share it, how do they know what you've got? How do they know what can help you? And when you can share your story vulnerably really well, then everything else you do in this business will be a lot easier. Yeah. All right, ladies, I know you've all got this.
Yeah.
Match Partner Plus this month.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Tanya, so much.
Okay, welcome.
Nice seeing you, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Nice to meet you too. Bye.